Hi, it's Mark, back with another Photoshop tutorial, or rather a top-up from my previous tutorial where we looked at blend if. There's one or two questions came in and I thought I would address those straight away, and a third question answered right at the very end, so stick around for it. This should only take about 5 minutes, so after the jingly, credity, tightly thing, let's get cracking. Okay, so here we are in sunny Photoshop, and last time we did something as quick as this. There's a landscape, and what we wanted to do was to introduce. So I'll drag up and drop that down here, purposely make it a little bit bigger. Control T, make it a little bit bigger, tilt it somewhat, stick it up there, enter. We looked at blend if, and we simply moved our slider like that, and we blended in the fighter jet, which took no time at all. If you want to learn more about that, then check out the link to the original video, which will appear here right now. Okay, so the first question was, and we'll blow up this a little bit. These are just my keystrokes and they are space bars. In doing so, they lost some definition from the actual fighter jet, and that can happen because of how blend if works and the nature of the pictures and how much lightness or luminance you have on what you're blending with the background. But there is a very easy fix, and what that fix is to duplicate this layer. So we're on our fighter layer, Control J or Command J on a Mac to get the next layer up. Switch, double click underneath to switch off what blending we'd actually done, and then put a mask on that, a black mask. So I will hold down my Option key or Alt key on a PC, and I click my mask, and it's totally masked that out. Now then, let's blow it up a little bit more with B for my brush tool, and let's get a little soft brush. That's a little soft brush, smaller. There we go. And make sure our color, foreground color, is white. If it isn't, press D for default colors, and then of course you toggle between black and white with the X. So we want white, and full flow, full opacity, and simply paint on the mask to bring some of that back in. Make it a little bit smaller again, a few space bars, and just take over that cockpit there. There you go, and that is a small price to pay to bring back some of the detail you've lost, because part of what you are blending happens to match the luminance value of the layer you are blending it onto. If the whole thing did, then yes, we'd be looking at proper masking, proper selections, and so on. But blend if the pictures are right and the style suit, is so quick, as you can see. That took next to no time at all, even with corrections. Okay, the other thing I was asked was, I had mentioned textures in the introduction of the previous video, and I forgot to put them in. So here we are. Here's a black and white-esque, a sepia type picture of Long Sands down Tynemouth, and we want to overlay texture. Typically, you'd find a texture that you like. I picked this one at random, so it's even got a coffee stain down here, and you'd put your texture into overlay, and that is the first stage of probably putting a texture on. Too strong though, so I would actually bring the opacity down. Oh, come on, Mark. There you are, to something like that. But I don't particularly want it in the lights here. I'm quite happy with it being in the darks. I just want to take some of it out so we've still got the focus in the middle. Oh, unexpected edit in the bagging area there. My phone went off, had to answer that. Okay, so where were we? Yes, we don't want it too obtrusive in the central area. So that's where blend if comes in. So we double click on our layer again to bring up layer styles, and we go to our blending options, and here in this case it's this layer we want to take away or preserve the lights. So if we Option and Alt just to separate that, and we slide it across to the left. You can see how the texture is coming away from all the lighter areas that I wanted it. So before and after, we've put the texture in there, but we've kept the texture away from where your eye goes, which is to the brighter parts and this stark shadow in the middle. And that's it. So hopefully we've been under 5 minutes, and they are 2 of the questions answered. And the third one, oh yes, please click subscribe and give it a thumbs up, like if you like. And the third question, yes, I do have hair.